Bhagwan Baba makes. In Becoming the SAI, Baba says, do not attempt to know me through the external eyes. Baba says that when you go to a temple and you stand before the image of God, you pray with your eyes closed, don't you? Why, he asks. Because you feel that the inner eye of wisdom, that alone can reveal Him to you. Therefore, Baba says, do not crave from me trivial material objects, but crave for me. Crave to be one with me, and you will be rewarded. I would like to repeat that last line. Because you feel that the inner eye of wisdom can reveal, only can reveal Him to you. Therefore, Baba says, do not crave from me the trivial material objects, but crave for me, crave to be one with me, and you, my child, will be rewarded. The essence of what Bhagwan Baba says in this message. He says, don't try to believe in me. The song says, Ram se bada Ram ka naam. The name, the power of Ram is greater than the physical Ram himself. Baba says in the exact words, don't expect trinkets from me. He says, I will give the manifestations, I will give the rings, I will give the vibhuti, I will give the lingam to the world. But don't depend on that to understand who I am. You want to become the SAI? Don't expect material things from me. He says, don't crave to be near me. He says, crave for me. Crave to be one with me. And then you will be rewarded. You know, many devotees around the world, even in Trinidad today or in the United States, wish for the opportunity to go and see the Lord, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Many of us wish to go and see this walking avatar, but many will not get that opportunity for other reasons. But don't for a minute think that if you don't go to Puttaparthi or you don't get to sit in the ashram of Prashanti, don't think that you are less off in experiencing the darshan of Baba. Because Baba says, getting the darshan of seeing me, that is only nearness. Because in the very same conversation with his devotees, he says, even those who are closest to me physically, those who are around me physically, don't truly appreciate the greatness of what they have. He says, it is not in the presence, it is not in what I give you. He says, it is in you, knowing that you are Baba. It is not in believing in me, he says, it is in you, knowing that you are the Baba, the Son. In the book of Secrets, written by Deepak Chopra, I came across a very beautiful writing this morning. And he was giving the analogy of a little child. He says, imagine a baby who wants to walk like Simran, but has these reservations. Can you imagine if a child thinks like this? I don't want to look bad. The child wants to walk. The child has the desire to walk. But can you imagine if the child thinks like this? I don't want to look bad. I don't want to fall down. I don't want anyone else to watch me fail or to fall. I don't want to live with a burden of failure. I don't want to expend all my energy in trying to walk because I may fail. I don't want any pain. I want to get things over with as fast as possible. Chopra says, if the child entertains any one of these 7 thoughts, the child will never walk. Because in your life and in my life, we have been conditioned to think that we don't want to look different from other people. We don't want to act outside of the routines of traditions. We're told that I don't want to take unnecessary risks, whether it's in spirituality or otherwise, because I may fail in the eyes of other people. Sometimes we don't want to experience pain, because it is, of course, not what we want. And like this, we think like this, we entertain these thoughts, and spiritually, we remain the child who will never walk again. You see, think about this message. When you want to experience and become the SAI, the word says, don't try to know about God. Sai says, don't try to know about SAI, try to know God. There's a vast difference between knowing about God and knowing God. You're all familiar with that story that I gave some time ago. One day, Swami Sudhananda Chaitanya Saraswati, he was doing a lecture in England. And after the lecture, a young man came up to him and said, Swami, fabulous lecture. I think you did a great job. And Swami was talking about liberation. And the young man said to Swami, he said, Swami, I am a liberated man, you know. Swami says, congratulations, very good, nice to know. So Swami inquired, how did you become liberated? So the young man said, Swami, or Swamis, I have been through the Gita. I have been through the Quran. I have been through the Holy Bible. I have been through all the Puranas and the Vedas. I am a liberated man. Swami says, how fantastic. He says, if going through all the books and all the religious texts of the world makes you liberated, then the first thing that will be liberated is the printing press. Because the printing press has been through all the books as well. The Swami says, it is not how much books you have been through, it is how much of the books have been through. If you want to experience Sai, if you want to become the Sai, he says, you need to become, you need to understand, know who you are. Step out of the boundary that is called religion or traditions or do nots in your life, or have nots in your life, or risks in your life, or fear of failure in your life. But more than that, you must have conscious contact with me. Don't believe that I am here for you. Don't believe that I am God. You must know that I am. And when you know that I am Sai, Bhagavan says, and you know that you are also Sai, then you would have had conscious contact with that experience that is called Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba. In this realm that is called religion, religion is the bat and the ball. We have to engage in the routines, understand how to play the bat, how to throw the ball. But these strokes are only prescriptors in helping us to know the game of cricket. And until we have conscious contact with God, it is only then we would realize that we are Sai. In Tulsidas' Ramayana, he speaks about Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta Katha says, you don't have to wait to die to experience Sai. He says, while walking and talking as a human being, through the process of evolution, you would say, I can't see through religion. I can't see. You would say, I'm not sure what I'm seeing. But eventually, in getting beyond knowing who you are, the routines of religion, and having conscious contact with God, you will, Jivan Mukta says, you will move from I can't see to now I see. I take you back to the first words of Bhagavan Baba. First be, then do, then tell. The very first things that you must focus on in becoming the Satya Sai, I leave you with these words of Bhagavan Baba. Baba says, consider the meaning of the name Sai Baba. Sa means divine. Ai means mother. And Baba means father. The name indicates the divine mother and father. He says, just as Samba Shiva, Samba Sada Shiva, he says, which also means the divine mother and father. Baba says, your physical parents exhibit love, but with a dose of selfishness. But this Sai, not that I am, but this Sai that you are, the mother and father of the universe, that sense of spirit that you are, showers affections and sometimes reprimand to only let you and lead you towards victory in the struggle of self-realization. Becoming the Sai and becoming the Baba, he says, that is the process of taking you to self-realization.